water's off. Hold on. We had an incident where we were home and one of the faucet knobs, water pressure came through the faucet, blew one of the knobs off. This was in the master bedroom, in the tub, the garden tub. Blew one of the knobs off, water everywhere. And all we kept thinking, and we don't know where the water pressure came from. We don't know if it was air in our pipes, if there was something going on with the water here. But all we could think about was, what if that had happened while we were on the road and we didn't find it until later that day or a few days later, and our floor and everything else was ruined. So now anytime we leave the house, we try to remember to cut the water off. So that's why my water was off. But anyway, hey family, it's Christie from Vaughn Family TV. It's Saturday. I've already had a long day. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I thought I'd start another video. So that's why I'm turning on the camera. I've got some groceries I gotta put up. I've got some paparazzi jewelry. I've got my Il Maquillage makeup. And I got a few dresses that have come in. And then I'm gonna start cooking a pot roast for tomorrow. So I'm gonna do all of that. Just let's go ahead and get the groceries put up because they're just sitting around. Okay, I'm going to do a little cleaning and a little cooking. So before I get into that, I wanted to show you what I got from Paparazzi. And I'm sorry, but I don't know the names of things. I can only show you what I got. And this is a little light haul. Just some things I randomly saw on her Instagram page and told her I wanted. This super cute rhinestone drop necklace. I thought this was really, really pretty. These are the earrings that came with it, but of course I'm gonna make it pop. I'm gonna try to find some diamond drop earrings like this, but I thought this was really, really pretty. And I actually should have got two because I would layer them like a teardrop. See that? Like a teardrop. And it's got little stones that kind of like iridescent because they go from green. They have some green. And these are this is the ring. This bracelet. And that's green in it. Isn't that cute? So that's my little jewelry haul. I wanted to show it to you before I put it up. I can go put it up now. I got my Il Maquillage makeup. I did open it yesterday when it came, but I didn't take anything out the package. So this is the brush. It's a foundation blending brush. I didn't know if I would like their brush, but if I'm gonna do my review with this brush, and if I like it, I'm gonna send back the brushes that I bought because I don't need all those brushes. Well, no, I could actually use the blending brush for something, and one of these brushes I can use as blush. So this is the Il Maquillage number 100 foundation blending brush. That's what it looks like. It feels really good in my hand too. So So I'm excited about that. I'm going to do a review once my primer gets here. It'll be here Monday. So look for another video on my review of the Il Makiage line. Did it match me, etc. I'm a little concerned. This is a concealer, and this color actually looks like it should be my foundation, but we'll see. This is what the packaging looks like. You saw the color, and this is the brush. So this actually looks like it should be my color foundation. And I am known for wearing just the foundation as a no makeup look. So we'll see. I may put it on and say, you know what? I haven't worn foundation a long time, y'all. And my husband really likes me natural. I'm going to try it. My goal is the no makeup look. I don't want to look like I have like caked on makeup. I don't need full coverage. I just want my skin to look even. So we'll see. Now this is the Woke Up Like This number 170. And I'm really worried about it because I feel like it's too dark for my face. This is what it looks like. This is the color of it. We will see when we do a review. So I'm going to put everything back in here and put this up till the primer gets here. And I'll sit down in front of the camera and do my makeup. Okay, first of all, don't nobody come for me in the comment section, okay? Because I know I just bought 1,200 shirt dresses, but I really like the look of these dresses on me. Now, this one is a little snug in my arms. My arms are huge, but then again, I kind of like how it feels. What do y'all think? Y'all think I need to take it back and get the next size up? Or can I rock it? I also like the length. I don't have to worry about this one being too short. I really like the length of this one. I think that this dress is very modest. It feels good on me. It's belted and it has pockets. And purple is my favorite color. So what do y'all think? How do I look? This is going to be, I love this dress. This is, y'all know I love a good twirl dress. So the Memorial of Christ's death is April 4th. And it's going to be at Kingdom Halls all over the world. If you're interested, you can go to jw.org. Click on the link to find a memorial location near you. It's a special event that commemorates the death of Christ. And we are so excited. Every year, it's the most important event of the year. And I like to look my best. So I don't have pockets, but this is super cute. I got a belt. This is super cute. I think it looks springy. I think it looks feminine. I think it feels good on me. Y'all know I don't wear my arms out, but I'm going to wear this cardigan, the shrug with it, and some super cute jewelry. So, what do you think?
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you, what things you like and what you don't. It's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kinda makes me go crazy.
Okay, y'all, I have already washed my meat. This is chuck rolls. It's boneless. One is 1.8 pounds and the other one is 1.9. I probably could have got half of one of these and been okay. But I'm going to show you what I use. I'm going to add a little onion powder and garlic powder to both. So that's the garlic powder. This is the onion powder. And this particular garlic onion powder is not the kind that you would do beans or something like that to make a thickening. I had some of that, but I had it in the cabinet for so long that it was hard, and I didn't want to use it. So I'm just going to season the pot roast. Now I know some people coat it with flour doing this part, but I don't. This is just how I'm making mine. And this is just a suggestion, like, do what works for you. So I'm just kind of like pressing the seasoning into it. Now I'm going to heat up my pan, and I'm using a cast iron skillet. So let's go ahead and turn the cast iron skillet on high. Let that heat up, and then I'll show you the next step. While that pan is heating, I'm going to go ahead and start with my vegetables. Now I am using, I got carrots and celery from Ingles, and I just wanted to lay it out to kind of see how much I had. I think I'm going to take half of the celery and half of the carrots out. I'm going to wash my potatoes real quick and see how the ratio looks, and I'll be right back. Some roasted garlic, olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and coat my pan. And add the first one. Now I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna let it sear until it's brown. I'll cut that down just a little bit, but I'm just going to let it sear. Just want to do a sear. That's a pretty sear right there. So I flipped it over. I'm going to let it sear on the other side, and then I'll do the edges.
Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me, wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. They're like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances they are nothing.
And I just set it over to the side here so it can rest on the cutting board while I take care of the other meat. Here are the veggies. I got onions, bell peppers, potatoes, and carrots in there. Looks like a lot of veggies, but trust me, this is what's going to give that roast flavor.
Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bitch.
So we got our vegetables here. This is balsamic, garlic, olive oil. I'm just gonna toss a little bit. I wanted to use all roasted garlic, but I'm out of it and I didn't realize it. So I put a little of that in there. And this is the Kinder stew seasoning. It's called Sunday pot roast with rich gravy. I'm gonna sprinkle that on the veggies. This is our seasoning for the pot roast. I'm gonna do a little pink Himalayan sea salt. And a lot of pepper. And then I'm gonna toss this. Toss it. All the smells, the aromas coming off of this are good. So, I don't know if you can see it, but everything is beautifully coated with the seasoning. So let me show you what we're gonna do. Wish I had a cast iron pot, but I threw the one I had away. I had it for years. I'm just gonna smother the meat in these veggies. And all of these veggies are going to cook down and season this meat so nicely. All right. So now you're probably wondering, like, where's the juice? So we're gonna add that next. Okay, our eye is still on. I just turned it back up. I'm gonna add that saucepan. I'm gonna do a whole container of beef broth because I don't know how much I'm gonna need. Now you wanna cover the meat, but you don't want the veggies and everything smothered in it. Because remember, that meat's gonna render down and create its own juices. And that the juices from the pot roast are gonna steam those vegetables. They're gonna soften and mix in with that juice. So we want just enough to cover the meat. So let's bring that to a boil and then I'll show you what's next. While we're waiting on that to start simmering, my smoked turkey is ready for the peas. These are my favorite Pick Sweet Farms. This is my favorite brand of frozen veggies. And these are baby lima beans. I usually do butter peas, and they had them in a different brand. But when I saw this brand, I got what they had. So we're going to cover those and let them come back to another boil. And then we're going to turn these down and let them simmer until they're done. You guys have seen me cook these a million times probably. So I didn't worry about a tutorial for that. But I believe this is your first time seeing me make a pot roast. Okay, we're starting to get a good simmer on these. So I'm going to go in with the Better Than Bouillon. This is the roasted beef base. If I can get the top off. So I'm going to use about that much. And it's already heated, so all I need to do is give it a stir. Trying to get that I wasted. Give it a stir. And it's melted. So we can go ahead and turn that off. And then we're just going to pour that over the meat. Very nice. That's a little higher than what I wanted, but I didn't want to waste the beef bouillon, and I'm gonna pour a little bit of that off. Hopefully I got those juices down in there. That's a little too much. Okay, that's not bad. All right, so I'm gonna reserve this in case I need to add it. I'm gonna go with this, and I'm gonna wrap it in foil real tight. You don't need much. Put a bay leaf over there, one over here, and maybe one right there. Ooh, I just tasted the juice off my fingers. That tastes so good. We're going to wrap it tight. And I'm going to put a pan on the bottom rack under it, just in case some juice spills. The oven is preheated to 250. It's going to cook at 250 for 5 hours. I'll probably check it at about 4.5 and see if I need to raise the temperature. But we want it to slow cook. We want it to fall off the bone. So we've got our butter peas going. We've got our roast in the oven. I'll make a cornbread later and steam my okra. And now I'm going to make my banana pudding. Okay, y'all, the pot roast has been slow cooking for about 2.5 hours. So I wanted to pull it out and just see where it is. And man, it looks so good. Everything, the vegetables are softening. You can tell there's more juice in it because the roast has made its own juices and it's just simmering away. It's not falling apart yet, and I wasn't expecting it to, but I just wanted to see how it was cooking, and I could tell that it was on its way to being tender. So I'm going to wrap it back up with foil, put it back in the oven for another 2 hours. All right, it's been exactly 2 hours. So I took the pot roast out the oven. It's so heavy, y'all. But this house smells so good. And when I tell you, like, Perk was outside howling, it smelled really, really good. So, look at it, just bubbling. It's ready. I could tell it's ready before I even stick a fork in it. I know it's ready. Not quite falling apart like I wanted to yet, but look what we do. It's gotten soft. We're gonna thicken up that gravy and let it cook just a little longer on top of the stove. So I already have a cooking pot and a strainer in the sink. Don't mind my dishwater, they're not touching, but I keep dishwater while I'm cooking so I can keep the dishes clean. So I'm grabbing the pot roast and I'm gonna pour the juice into that cooking pot, and I'm using the strainer because I want clean juice. I don't want any of the remnants from the veggies or the seasoning in that juice, but I'm gonna pour as much of it as I can and then watch what we do next. Okay, so as you can see, I have that juice on the eye. That eye is turned on, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons, heaping tablespoons, 2.5 heaping tablespoons of baking powder to a glass dish, and I'm going to put that much water in the baking powder. Once you add your water, you want to stir it up really well. You'll see that it's kind of thick, but let me tell you, as that juice heats up, it's going to get even thicker. You may have to add water. I'm taking my time and stirring it because I used kind of a small dish for this and I didn't want to lose any. But you're going to stir that up, make sure it gets good and stirred up, and then add it to the juice.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be.
You want to give it a stir and just keep stirring it as it heats up. You'll feel it thickening, and you'll also be able to feel if it's too thick for what you're trying to do. And so you can add a little water. Now I'm going to start, well, first of all, I took the bay leaves out. But once I got the bay leaves out and throw them away, I'm going to stir that a little bit more, determine if it's ready, and then start adding the meat. You can see the gravy starting to bubble up. It's really bubbling now, but it's like thicker than what I want, so I added a little beef broth. I also tasted the spoon and I knew it needed a little more salt and pepper. Just keep layering your seasoning. You don't want to put too much from the beginning. I'll build on my flavors as I go.
When you're away, night nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness.
I do want to add that this is a part you don't want to mess up, guys. You don't want to mess this part up because it's easy it's easy for that gravy to stick, for it to taste scorch, etc. So you want to take your time, keep stirring, and make sure that you don't have that stuff sticking to the pot. Just keep stirring, and then when you're ready, go ahead and add your meat and your veggies. I added most of the veggies, but not all of it. There was a great number of like celery and stuff left that I didn't add, but I did add all of the meat and most of the veggies.
To party, to have fun, you see. I got different hobbies, and that's all I need. Some say life is boring, but I disagree. I wake up and live my dream. Someday soon, I'm gonna make it. Yeah,